Hi everybody, welcome to the first Shop My Stash of 2023. I'm Julia. If this is your first time here, I hope you will watch this video in its entirety and consider subscribing. Well, let's get to it. Let's review a couple of the products I used during the month of December. Guys, I've got to start off with my my favorite. I found it, must have found it at the end of November, or could have found it in December and added it to my stash. But it's this Beauty Concepts. This is the Sweet Treat eyeshadow palette. When I tell you I stumbled upon my perfect natural eyeshadow shade, I'm not kidding. And it's this one right here. I'm going to swatch it for you on my hand. I'm in love. I hope you can see that. It's like a no-brainer. You apply it, you don't worry about where you put it exactly. I do put it on the lower eyelid here, and I work it towards the crease, or I really don't have a crease because I have very hooded eyes. And I think that's why I like this color. Let me swatch it a little more. I don't want to waste it, but I do want you to see it. It's like a mauve-y, bronzy, platinum. I don't know what to call it, but it is beautiful. This whole bottom row, as I think I mentioned, I'm in love with, but mainly these two on the end. I mixed this with another palette I have, and I use quite a bit in December, and it's the Michaela Part 2 from Glam Light. And when I tell you that I really enjoyed this color here, which is Tea Time, this color right here, I put on the outer corner and worked this shade in from this palette, the one I like it so much, and then I also used this color because for work sometimes Tea Time was a little too dark, so I went in with, let me get the name of it, can't see it, but it's a beautiful color as well. It's my transition color. Okay, it's called Chirico, I think it is. C-H-O-U-R-I-C-O. Chirico? Chirico? But anyway, I worked that in as a transition color, outer corner color. Then I sometimes mix these two together so that I would lighten this one up, and then went in with my beautiful color from this palette that when I hit pan on it and it's finished, I will be very sad. I did pick up another palette in December by Beauty Concept, and it really doesn't have that shade in it. I thought the colors were close, but it is not. But, you know, we'll make it work. This palette I had on my vanity basically for decoration. I did not wear any of the colors from this palette. I did try to swatch some and found that in fact they are just a little too light for me. I never did get into these three palettes. I never got into the BH Naughty palette, which is a shame because I like that palette. Nor did I use the Bare Necessity, or did I use the Christmas Sweater, Ugly Christmas Sweater palette. But I did use Too Faced. This is the Christmas Coffee palette. I did get into this and wear because I really like those colors there. And I picked up the Too Faced Secret Santa palette, which I mentioned to you that I would. So all of the palettes that I have here that are new were purchased in December. And this is what it looks like. I haven't used it yet. Has a nice little scent to it. I don't know what that scent is, but Too Faced usually scents their products. And I also use the Guerlain or eyeshadow palette that I have here. It's really a nice fall color story, but I did use it and enjoyed it. So I definitely went through these two palettes and some of this one. So those are the three palettes I really made use of in December. These are the four. I mean, I went into the Guerlain a little bit, but these three I really didn't do anything with, and this one was new to me, so I didn't use. I did use the little face palette here from Jacqueline, quite a bit. I used the bronzer as a contour and that pretty mulberry or berry color as a blush. Really like the formula. It is a little on the red side, but I made it work. Oh, I forgot I had this in here. I had another palette in here. This is my Dior palette. I know I used it once or twice, but I did not use it for any special occasion. I had a lot of palettes. I did use the highlighter that I have here from Jacqueline. I even have a little bit of that on today. I did use this, what's this by? This is the Prism Lubre. This is from Prism Lubre from Givenchy. How did I forget that? I did use this quite a bit as a finishing powder, all over powder. Look how dirty my powder puff is. Got a lot of use out of this. I like this product a lot. We'll see whether or not I'll switch it out, but I do like it. I used my lipsticks quite a bit. This one and this one. I'm wearing this one here today. I think it needs a liner, but it's okay. And anything else? I did once or twice use the LYS blush. I used the Mented bronzer in Yacht Life a couple of times. Nothing big. And I did not use the other one, Out of Office, which is, why can't I open it? I don't have nails on. I should be able to open it. Yeah, I didn't use the deeper shade. Probably should have tried. And as far as foundations, I used the Fenty, and I have that on today, which I'm not too happy with the Fenty, the way I applied it today with my Pro Concealer. This is a corrector. It's all too orange and red on me, but I do like this when I use it just right with the Tom Ford Stick Foundation, which I simply love wearing. Perfect time of the year for me to wear it. And I didn't even use Mario, maybe once or twice, this blush. So yeah, that wraps up everything that I had in my tray, basically, that I got use out of. Yeah, so now on to the actual shopping my stash. I want to start off in my palette drawer, so I'm going to go with some oldies, and hopefully not too neutral, but let's see. I definitely wanted to choose one of these ColourPop palettes here. This is from 2021, I believe, and I think I want to choose the one, not this one, not the one, this is Get the Corn, or Get That Coin. I don't want that one. I want this one, which is Lucky Ox, and I'll show you what the colors look like in it. They're all singles that can be taken out of here. And let's see, I do want to pull one other palette from here. I think it's going to be this one right here, if I can get it. If I get my hand around the camera. This is a Viseart palette. It's a cute little palette. And, ooh, can I get it out of the case? There we are. You've seen this before. So I'm pulling it. This one is in Garnet. It's a petite palette, and it's in Garnet. And I think that is it, unless I get back here and find some single shadows, which is easier said than done. Ooh. Guys, if I get a single shadow, I'll get it off camera because I can't reach back there. So let's move down to the next drawer. Alright, here's where I have a few larger shadows or palettes, and I want to pull a palette out of this area. I have no idea. When I was doing my Project Pan, I was looking for a palette to pan. That screw came out. I thought of a couple of these palettes here. The Jackie Aina palette. Where is it? I don't even see it right now. I know it's in front of me. Right here. I had considered the Jackie Aina palette to pan. I had considered the Born to Run pan, palette to pan, but ultimately I decided not to. And I also considered one of these here, the Natasha Denona palettes to pan. And I won't use this one, but I think I'm going to pull one of these, and it's going to be this one. I think I'm ready for some colorful shadows, so we're going to pull this one. And by the way, this one is the Zendo palette. That's it from this drawer. As far as these products go that are in this drawer, I'm going to bypass the eye primer because I'm still using the Fenty primer, and I am just going to roll right along with it. It's not broken. It works perfectly for me. And then I will pull in this new product. This is the Precisely My Brow Pencil Benefit. I believe it is brow pencil. I had to pick up a new one because the one I bought at the sale a few months ago, I finished. It was just a sample size or deluxe size. So just finished this one, so that I used in completion. So I'll roll this one in and use this. So as far as a face primer, I was using this one here, no problem, but I'm going to put that back. And I think I want to pull out something kind of, or rather light. This doesn't belong there, does it? It belongs here. I think I'm going to pull in, what is this? Oh, Locura. This is from Aldi. I was in Aldi's today and I saw that they have about 3 or 4 eyeshadow palettes in there. One is a reddish kind of palette, one is a neutral brown, and then one is kind of black and some other colors. For $5.99 or $5 and change, I almost picked it up, but I'm like, no, Julia, don't bring another eyeshadow palette into the house. I don't care if it costs a penny. So I left it there. But I am going to pull this Locura primer for the face. And that's it for this drawer. As far as face powders go, I think I am going to go with a Beauty Bakery maybe. Let's try that one. But I kind of feel like I need a deeper one as well. One that I know will give me a little color when I need some color in my face. So what will that be? This one I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Let's just use the Fit Me. It never fails me. Here we are in concealers. I think I'm going to go with the 3 I have here and NYX Born to Glow. I have a light, medium, and a deep, so I'll pull all 3 of those, and that will be it from this drawer. And now we're into the foundations. Let's see. Never really used the Tarte. Let's look at this Born to Glow by NYX, because it's getting kind of old. I'll pull that to go along with the concealer. Do I want another foundation? The winter's a good time to use a stick foundation, so let's go with the Mented Stick Foundation. Okay, for individual highlighters, I think I'm going to keep it simple and pull out the Clinique one here. I think I will use this one. It is from 2022, the beginning of last year. It is the Gold Celebration Pop. So I'm going to use it because I haven't had much use out of it. I didn't buy any products for the new year this time around. So let's just pull that. Okay, over here I'm in the Armani and Chanel drawer, and I think I would like to use one of my Armani blushes. And these act as a blush, and I believe it's an eyeshadow as well. I'm thinking this richer one here would be nice for this time of the year. And I also have this powder by Armani, so I like that. And here is the blush. get it open here. It's a deeper color, so that would be perfect for now. Maybe one a bit lighter. They're all cream blushes. I'm going to pass on that one, use this one, and then I'm going to see, yeah, let's take this lippy. Kind of looks like it, so pulling this lippy and blush. So I'm out of this drawer. Okay, I thought I would use the Danessa Myricks Her bronzer. Doesn't that look like it's a mess? But I'm going to pull this because it's a cream product and I don't want it to go bad on me. And then I should pull, I won't pull that. That's a blush. But I'll pull, I should have put this in my panning project, but I didn't. This is the Pat McGrath. This is the under eye powder. I really like this. So I'm going to pull it. I don't know if I will use it. And then I'm going to pull a lip gloss. Let me see. Should I? I think I'm fine. You know, I haven't played around in Charlotte Tilbury in forever. So let's pull a couple of things from her line. Got a couple of palettes. Sapphire, I'm not feeling that one. I don't want the neutral either. Desert Haze is really neutral. And this one is Copper Charge. That may be pretty neutral as well. And it is. So we're going to go with the first one just to have some color in the mix. Yeah, we're going to play around with this one. And I think I could go ahead and use her primer. And what else do I have by her? They may not be in the right drawer. Her powder. I'm going to pull this too. Got quite a few. And her liner in two blues. And I think this is a lip liner. I'm just going to pull all this from her. Did I put her lipstick in the wrong drawer? Seems like I can't find it. Oh my goodness, I have so much stuff that it's falling out of my lap. For foundation, I have the NYX Born to Glow and the Mented foundation stick. And I think I have this foundation stick in M20 from Mented Cosmetics. And I think it works quite well for me. And I should tell you that in the Born to Glow, I have it in Sienna. So those are my two foundations, a liquid and a stick. And for concealer, I'm not going in any particular order, as you can tell. I have these three from Born to Glow. This one is in, I think it's on the cap, yeah. This one is in Cappuccino. That one is probably the middle shade. This one is in Mocha, so that's the deeper shade. And this one is probably too light for me. It's in Golden. So I have those three. Then I have the Snapshot Ready Foundation Primer from Lacura, which is actually from Aldi's. And I have a couple of powders here. I don't know what I'm doing with all these powders, but I have them. I have Flower Beauty. I don't know where I'm putting them all. I have Fit Me, which will probably go in my bag. Never mind these other things. Will probably go in my purse for touch-ups. I have, oh, this is actually a bronzer, so good. I have Pat McGrath. This will be used under my eyes. The Flower Beauty will be a prepping powder and possibly a finishing powder, but more or less the Fit Me will be a finishing powder. This will be under my eyes. So see, there's method to my madness. But Danessa Myricks, this is her, what is this, a bronzer? A cream bronzer? So I have that. I have another bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury, which I didn't show you. I've had this a while, so I want to get some use out of it. And anything else like that. I think I'm good. Oh, I do have another primer from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Instant Glow Primer. Now, will I need this? I'm not sure because I have the Born to Glow foundation. Maybe with the Mented, or if I don't wear a foundation at all, maybe primer, I can put that on. I think that's a good way to go. And for, this is a finishing powder. This is a finishing powder, so I have it as well. I don't have her foundation, so okay, we'll just play around with those. For, let's see, do I have any more highlighters? I thought I had pulled a highlighter, another highlighter, but I do have this one from Clinique, and it is in the shape of a tiger for 2022. This is from last year. I purchased just because it was a special piece. And for blush, I have here Armani, and I have the blush in Neo Nude. And this can be used on your eyes as well as your cheeks. So it's got multi-purpose uses there. I hope I don't forget it's there, because when they fit in behind other things, I don't see them when I'm getting ready. And for lips, did I pull in much lips? I didn't, but that's okay. For lips, I have Giorgio Armani, and I have it in the color, guys forgive me for not being able to read this tiny print, but I have it in 209, and it's one of the Lip Maestros. So let me just swatch it for you so you can see. It is a rich brown color. I know I'm going to need a brighter color, because in my panning project, Wakanda panning project that is, I have a neutral shade, and this is, well, this is deeper. This is more of a berry brown. So it'll work. And then I just pull randomly all of these Charlotte Tilbury pencils that I had there. This one is in Pillow Talk. It is the eyeliner, and it is in a brown, so that'll be nice to have. I'll put it back there with the other eyeliner in brown. Then I pull her lip cheat. She's got funny names. This is a Pillow Talk 3 Intense, so it's a lip liner. It'll go nice with that one. And then I pulled an eyeliner that is dual ended. It has 2 shades of blue. It has a metallic blue and a super matte blue. So this is it. It will give me some fun to play around with. I'm swatching it for you with some blues here. There we are. The lighting isn't that great. Sorry about that. And now we're on to the palettes, I believe. So from Charlotte Tilbury, I picked the Super Blue palette just because I wanted something a little different. It'll go nicely with that pencil. And from Viseart, I chose the Petite Fours Garnet palette, which is all about the reds, but it has some supporting colors there that are really nice. Gold bronze and kind of a platinum and cream color to work with that. And then from ColourPop, I chose the Lucky Ox palette, and this is from 2021. It was a New Year palette. You can see the 2021 there, and here are the colors. They're all single pans, but I do have a black, kind of shimmery, lots of shimmers there. Well, 1, 2, 3, 5 shimmers and 4 mattes. So we can play around with those. And then I chose Natasha Denona Zeno palette because I wanted some color, and boy, that has a lot of color in it. Some blues, some greens, some teals, reds and peaches, and some neutrals as well. So I have these palettes to play around with. I think I have enough items to get me through the month, along with the panning project items, so I'm not too worried about it. I think you will see. Oh, I do have something else to pull in, but you know what? It's a Christmas palette. It's my Lurella box, but I'm not interested in using that. Oh, I gotta pull in my brow pencil. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Gonna pull that in. And as much as I want to pull back in this Beauty Concept Sweet Treat palette, I am not going to, because I have other things to use and other things to do. But I think I should pull in and give some love to the Naughty palette because I just let it sit there because it was so big. So I'm going to pull it in because it has a ton of colors. And we need to use some of these colors. So I think that is enough. Guys, my tray's set. If anything, I'll go back through and find my, what is it that I'm looking for? Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. Yeah, I think I don't have her foundation like I said, but I'll pull her lipstick if I can find it, just to round out some of the things and to use that pencil, lip pencil with her lipstick as well. So, and I want a brighter lipstick because this is a deep brown, as you can see here, a reddish brown, kind of a cinnamon brown. And then I have the brown that's in my Wakanda project there, and so I need sort of a brighter color, I think, for my lips. So yeah, guys, that concludes the Shop My Stash for January. This is the first one of 2023.